In the world of NASCAR, few rivalries ignite the passion of fans like the one between Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano. Their fierce competition reached a boiling point at Martinsville Speedway's Xfinity 500. This wasn't just another race, it was a dramatic confrontation that left the NASCAR world stunned. The tight corners of Martinsville have witnessed countless showdowns throughout NASCAR history. In 2019, this legendary track hosted yet another explosive chapter in the Hamlin-Logano saga. What happened that day would become one of the most talked about driver confrontations in recent memory. The spark that lit this particular powder keg came on lap 458 of 500. Hamlin, fighting for position, made an aggressive move that sent Logano's number 22 car straight into the wall off turn 4. The contact was severe, causing significant damage to Logano's vehicle and effectively destroying his chances for victory.
Into the walls, the 22 of Logano! The 11 put the 22 of Logano into the wall as it came off of 4.
And there's some heavy smoke out of the 22. Left rear tire run. Oh, the left rear looks like it's going flat quickly.
A lot of damage to Joey Logano. He's going to go up into the wall.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. Keep coming.
The incident resulted in a cut tire and a spin for Logano. Despite this major setback, he managed to recover and finish 8th. A remarkable comeback considering the circumstances. But the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs raised the stakes for every driver, and Logano wasn't about to let the incident slide. After the race, tension filled the air as Logano approached Hamlin on pit road. Initially, their exchange appeared civil, just two competitors discussing a racing incident. That facade of professionalism didn't last long. What began as a tense but controlled conversation quickly spiraled when Logano shoved Hamlin and attempted to walk away. Here's where things took a dramatic turn. Hamlin, refusing to let this disrespect go unanswered, immediately pursued Logano. Before he could reach him, Team Penske crew chief Todd Gordon intercepted Hamlin. The situation escalated further when Dave Nichols Jr., a tire specialist for Team Penske, tackled Hamlin from behind. This blindside attack triggered an all-out brawl, with crew members from both teams jumping into the fray. The pit road transformed into a wrestling ring within seconds. NASCAR officials later suspended Nichols for 1 week due to his actions during the melee. In his post-race comments, Hamlin didn't hold back. He delivered a verbal knockout that resonated throughout the NASCAR community. "He's scared," Hamlin said bluntly when asked about the altercation. "We were having a discussion and everything was civil, and then like Joey does, he does a little push in there. He said, 'You want to go?' I said, 'Yes, I'm here,' but then he runs away." Hamlin wasn't finished. He mockingly predicted Logano's likely explanation for the incident. He would probably say, "Ah, it's short track racing." This sarcastic comment highlighted Hamlin's frustration with what he perceived as Logano's pattern of behavior, instigating conflicts but not standing his ground. Drivers typically maintain a certain level of professional respect in their public comments, even amid heated rivalries. Hamlin's direct accusation broke that unwritten rule, laying bare the genuine animosity between the two competitors. Logano defended his actions but admitted he might have made a mistake in his approach. "I honestly just wanted to see what he was going to say, and he really wasn't apologetic at all," Logano explained after the incident. "Maybe I shouldn't have shoved him at the end. It may have escalated it a little bit more." His frustration stemmed from what he perceived as Hamlin's lack of remorse for the on-track contact. In Logano's view, he was simply confronting another driver about a racing incident that had cost him a potential win. Logano also pointed to the pressure cooker environment of playoff racing to explain the heightened emotions. With championship dreams on the line, even minor incidents can trigger major reactions. The stakes couldn't be higher, and both drivers were fighting for every position, every point, and ultimately, a shot at the NASCAR Cup Series title. The Martinsville clash wasn't an isolated incident. The Hamlin-Logano feud has deep roots, dating back to 2013. Their history is marked by multiple confrontations and aggressive on-track battles that have built this rivalry into one of NASCAR's most compelling storylines. One of their most serious previous incidents occurred at Auto Club Speedway in 2013. A collision between the two left Hamlin with a fractured vertebra, a severe injury that sidelined him for several weeks. This wasn't just a racing incident, it was a life-altering moment that added genuine gravity to their rivalry. Their contentious relationship has continued to evolve over the years. In a 2023 podcast, Hamlin reflected on their dynamic, noting that their rivalry stemmed from past incidents and competitive clashes. He emphasized that as long as both drivers remain contenders on the track, the potential for future conflicts remains ever present. This long-standing tension creates a palpable atmosphere whenever Hamlin and Logano race near each other. Fans and commentators alike watch closely, wondering if each race will add another chapter to their stormy history. To fully appreciate the Hamlin-Logano rivalry, we need to understand the changing landscape of NASCAR. The sport has undergone significant transformations over the past decade, and many veteran drivers have expressed concerns about these changes. A major shift came with the introduction of the next-gen car. This new vehicle brought with it the concept of parity racing, a move away from the tradition of teams building and customizing their own parts. Now, teams must source standardized components from NASCAR-certified third-party dealers. Another significant change came with the introduction of SMT data. This technology provides teams with extensive real-time information about their cars and competitors. While this data has its benefits, some argue it removes the human element that made NASCAR racing so unpredictable and exciting. Perhaps the most controversial change has been the reduction in horsepower. NASCAR engines have gone from producing a blistering 900 horsepower in 2014 to just 670 horsepower today. This dramatic decrease has fundamentally altered how drivers race, particularly on short tracks like Martinsville. To put this change in perspective, consider that in 2014, after winning at Michigan Speedway, Jeff Gordon participated in a special test session where his car reached speeds exceeding 225 miles per hour into Turn 1. Today's racing, with reduced power, has created what some critics call broken superspeedway-style racing, where drivers save fuel and wait for the big one to happen at the end. Denny Hamlin has been a vocal advocate for increasing horsepower in NASCAR vehicles. He believes the solution to many of NASCAR's current racing problems is surprisingly simple. He says, just call up Doug Yates and TRD and say we're going to go back to their old 750 plate. It can be done before next weekend. This sentiment isn't limited to Hamlin. Racing legends like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, and Richard Petty have expressed similar views. Their collective voice represents decades of racing experience and championship success.